there. He lets them go with good speed, but they just don't go in together. And then the ladder walks. And oh my God, this 5.90, 590. Just to get a 590 out of that.
He fought it all. The climber fought it all the way. Got on pretty good, and then he fought it in the.
Well, as soon as
salvaged the run.
As soon as that ladder started to walk on him, it really threw him to one side of the ladder, and he just got out of sorts. And then he struggled up the rest of the ladder, but gets to the top, still keeps it in the fives. And I thought the drop was good. I thought the drop. You didn't think so? I just didn't think they went together. I thought the speed. I thought the placement. It just wasn't together.
Yeah.
I centralized some hobos.
So tell me about this guy off the back. 543 under his belt so far. 550. Am I going in and out?
Yeah.
He's not climbing today. By Bobby.
What is it?
Chris, these mics are going in and out real bad.
Here come the hobos. Nice. Oh. Nice.
This is right at the top rung. Ready to grasp and hold.
No time there, but it does a nice job with a tough ladder getting to the top. Eric really works hard to get there.
Yeah, I think if they go back and watch that, Paul, they'll see Eric did not get the ladder up on his side. That hurt the dig a little bit. Hurt the diggers a little bit, and it hurt his mount a little bit. It just kind of threw everything off. But yeah, he didn't have it up.
He's been thrown in at the last minute, so you're going to give him a little bit of credit right there.
Oh no,
right, let it. You pick up on it when the one side in the back doesn't get it up. The opposite side digger is going to have a very difficult time.
Is that the Jay Newhoff lap? Looked like a long run. Grab at the top there.
Yeah, he had a long way to go, right? I don't even. Was it even a finger too?
Yeah.
West Hempstead, pretty much an open board to get in the points, but 524, the big number, 594.
Yep, West Hempstead coming off a 576 at the, I guess at the North Belmore invite at the Merrick track a couple weeks ago. Haven't really been down to a practice of West Hempstead. How Craig has been doing climbing? He's looking good. He's doing all right.
Everything should be all right tonight. He's feeling
all right.
Got off with speed.
Yeah.
He was on and going, half up, ladder slams, slips.
There was a lot of speed there, boy.
Yeah, but he had it. He was on.
It went up in a jiffy.
Still didn't seem to be a great dig time.
790. I think that ladder's about 4 feet out. About 4 feet out. Even though you can't hear me.
So North Belmore with an opportunity here to pick up some big points. Maybe not the 5.2 that North Lindy ran, but they could pick up 4 right here.
No doubt about it. They are pretty big ladder team, 5.4, 5.5, pretty much their normal shot.
And you know what? I always think about what can North Belmore do to turn that 5.4 into a 5.1 or a 5.2. To me, a smoother ladder. It seems like he's always climbing a jagged ladder. He's all over the place, but he gets it done, and then you get a 5.4.
Yeah.
Let's see that smooth ladder and see what he gets.
Give him the same climb. Yeah, give him the same climb 3 or 4 times in a row and see what happens.
Right.
I think they take a 5.4 right here, but I hear what you're saying, Paul. I get it.
They have put it in the 5.3s, 5.36 at Lindenhurst last year, 2020. That's his best number. 5.55 at the Merrick drill 2 weeks ago.
Man, they stick it. Oh, and he bicycles the bottom.
He got on. It looked like his next step, right, Paul?
That was the good ladder.
278 in the
There
ground.
it was.
On the money. Good looking spot for that ladder.
6.84. 6.84.
Ladder was straight in the ground. Good mount.
About 2 feet. 2 feet off of the 3-man ladder line.
I thought he sat on that brake a long time. I mean, obviously that's how they run it, but it seemed like he was sitting on it. Still with speed.
So we talked about an opportunity for North Belmore. Here's one for Hagerman, as well as Kopeg. Pick up some big points.
2 5s on the board, 524, 590.
Aaron Allen, not getting it done so far this year. I'm sure he'd like to have a nice smooth run right here.
Yeah, took points in Merrick, 581. Well, they ran a 5. I don't know if it took points, but you're right, 581 and then a 662 to their credit this year. But the door's wide open right now, ladies and gents.
And Chris Brandt waiting in the wings with his new Harry Potter tattoo.
Yeah. Can't wait to see it.
Sounds like an interview, Billy. You got to get it.
He climbed some crazy ladders. We're sitting down to watch this guy.
No doubt. Gamblers.
Right on the 3-man ladder line.
Yeah,
A
nice
little bit
little shot.
crooked, but they're going to like it.
Big lunge at the end there.
279 in the ground.
Time for Hagerman. 5.72.
All right, second base shot.
I'm going to give you a little critique on that right there. I don't think the diggers are digging correctly.
No.
They are sitting back on their heels.
For Colton Yellowbird.
They lunged 4 feet at the very end there and took the ladder away from the climber.
But here's why. They're sitting literally back on their heels. He's pulling the ladder out of the truck, and he's literally looks like he's laying on his back before they can go forward. So
that's old
it's going to
school.
take him about 5 minutes. Yeah, right. That was a 1958 dig.
If you're going to step dig, step dig. If you're going to dump dig, dump dig.
Oh, yeah.
That was a hybrid right there.
The two of them don't have their body on top of the ladder. They can't bring it out of the truck and stick it in the ground.
All right, this guy here, one of the better finishes on a ladder. When this guy gets on, it's just a matter of what ladder he gets.
Rip it and stick it. That wasn't a rip and stick. That was come home to me, baby.
All right, Kopek back from Freedom Fest last week.
It's a lot of break, but he's on and going. Oh, and he slips about halfway up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of break, though. They didn't get in the ground until 317 in a pretty good spot, but might have got into that break a hair early.
If he'd have pulled out, he would have dumped him about 3 feet short.
7.09. 709.
Again, not a good ladder for Chris Brandt to attack there.
No.
Move the equipment.
All right. Through the B ladder contest here, we'll get some point totals for you.
Yeah, that North Indy 524 is going to win the contest by about a half second.
Yeah, for those that don't know, we are missing a few teams with the jockeying of the schedule due to the rain postponement. We're missing West Sable, who I don't think was going to make it anyway, but Islip could not make it tonight, and Lindenhurst was unable to make it tonight. So shout out to them. They deserve to be here. Couldn't make it happen, but
Results.
here we go.
Motor Hook and Ladder Class B. First place, 5 points, with the time of 5.24. Number 2, North Lindenhurst.
He's on the way.
Second place, 4 points. Number 12, Hagerman. Third place, 3 points. Number 8, Farmingville. Fourth place, 2 points. Number 11, North Belmore. Fifth place, 1 point. Number 13, Kopek.
You know, I don't want to leave out either. Point Pleasant earned their way here as well. They were unable to make it for travel reasons, I guess. Quite a haul to get down here, especially with all the changes in dates. Am I missing anybody, Paul?
Bayshore.
And Bayshore. Okay, Bayshore, a little bit of a late start this year. I understand they'll be out at the county on Saturday, but they were also deserving to be here.
Yeah, West Sable was going to try and make it tonight. The funeral came up tonight, so they had a wake tonight they had to get to for supporting their teammates.
You know, it was tough last week with the rain, and then we had to reschedule it, obviously. You know, the original announcement was to do it tomorrow night. Then it looked like thunderstorms tomorrow night, so we made the decision to move it to tonight, which seems to be like a good decision so far. We hope it rains tomorrow so that we can really say that it was a good decision.
Around noon, it wasn't looking so good.
Oh, no.
Today. The forecast was not good.
Last week at 5:30, it looked awesome, and at 6 o'clock on cue, it rained. a lot of people worried about that one last week.
Twan was sweating last week when he sort of opened or cleared up a
Listen,
little bit.
well, it's Matt Spinelli's call. I just write the message, buddy. There you go, Matty. Threw you right on the... But when is it? Oh, we going to commercial?
I don't know,
Is that what
Chris,
we're gonna do?
commercial or what's happening? All right, I think no commercial. We'll be back.
Since 1886, New York State Fire Department Drill Team Competition has helped generations of volunteer firefighters develop teamwork, pride, and efficiency, and our sport is ready now to grow stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYSFD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department drill teams. Fire Rescue Systems has been in the fire industry for over 20 years and is proud to show their support for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Serving the NY area with a complete software solution for emergency service entities, FRS software is efficient and easy to use, making it ideal for emergency situations. With a wide array of fine-tuned and tested modules, FRS provides a modular-based system to fit every department's needs, regardless of size. For more information, please visit www.firerescuesystems.com or call 631-234-1304. Integrated Wireless Technologies is proud to be the exclusive Motorola dealer for New York State Fire Department drill teams. IWT offers the full line of Motorola products to fire departments, as well as David Clark headsets and sound-off signal emergency lights. IWT is your one-stop shop for custom-engineered radio solutions, licensing assistance, dispatch solutions, and top-notch reliable service with fully insured technicians. Start off your next radio upgrade with IWT. Check out their website at www.goiwt.com. The Bill Fox Company has been in business for over 65 years, specializing in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. The Bill Fox Company has crafted championship rings for past state champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, and Yellow Hornets, as well as the Firefighter Combat Challenge competition. Bill Fox Company is the recognized name in recognizing people. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxco.com. Since 1973, Fire News has been a proud supporter of the time-honored tradition of New York State drill team racing. As they approach 50 years covering the fire service throughout New York and beyond, Fire News is honored to continue as the official publication and online coverage of New York State drill teams. Look for ongoing coverage in Fire News on firenews.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
The Titan Group is the trusted name in apparel customization industry as a one-stop shop for all your drill team and department needs. As always, we offer all our in-house services, screen printing, embroidery, sublimation, and graphic design. Take advantage of our custom online ordering system. Simply choose your products, choose your logos, and have your members pay online. All your orders are separated upon delivery. Browse our vendor catalogs at www.titangrouapparel.com and follow us on Instagram at Titan Group Racing. Call us at 631-859-0075 or see Artie Seskine or Devin Robinson on the track. All 8, all day. Gear up, get on the Titan Group.
Adept Technology Consulting is proud to be joining the drill team family as the exclusive IT professionals for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Adept delivers computer and technology support to fire departments, EMS agencies, businesses, villages, and libraries throughout the tri-state area. In addition to computer support and knowledge, Adept also provides IP telephone and camera solutions, as well as a variety of technology assistance packages, all with 24-hour support. No IT problem is too little or too large for Adept. For more information or to speak to an IT professional, call 631-676-1756 or head to adept-techconsulting.com. Coastal Fire Systems is the official SCBA dealer for New York State drill teams. Scott air packs, cylinders, RIT packs, refill compressor systems, gas detectors, Protect and Dragon fire gloves, as well as the future in thermal imaging technology. Coastal is also a one-stop dealer for Petzl, Scott, CMC, and Colorado bailout systems, along with professional training to keep your members sharp and meet New York State requirements. For more information, check them out at www.coastalfiresystems.com. The instantaneous on-scene electronic personnel accountability system used by the FDNY and many other fire departments nationwide is now available from Systems Definition Incorporated or your local Motorola dealer. SDI is a well-known software application developer for FDNY and is the company behind this game-changing technology. SDI has paired with New York State fire departments, including Central Islip, to solve the challenge of accounting for members who respond after the tones go off. Keep track of your members at your next big incident with a proven solution designed with the New York State Volunteer Fire Department in mind. For more information, visit systemsdefinition.com. With over 30 years of service in the fire industry, High Tech Fire and Safety continues to be a proud sponsor of the New York State Fire Department drill team. High Tech has been honored to serve as master distributor for Morning Pride products, including state-of-the-art bunker gear, USAR gear, EMS gear, helmets, gloves, hoods, and boots. In addition to Morning Pride gear by Honeywell, High Tech also provides quality products including Genesis extrication equipment, CMC rescue products, and Mercedes hose, providing your fire department with the highest level of support and service for all of your personal protection equipment needs. For a personalized demo or to speak to a certified sales specialist, call 631-777-5170 or visit hightechfireny.com.
We done?
No, it's... Oh, maybe he is. I don't know. Ask him.
We back, Chris?
So is there a name for the guy that jams it into pump in the front seat of both pump?
Stick.
Stick with me, turn on.
We're back.
All right, everybody. We're live back at Joe Hunter, Hempstead, Long Island, New York, on a boiling, and I mean stifling night. Especially up right here on the arch. You know, we're all a little closer to the sun, but holy cow, is it boiling.
Hey, easy there, Icarus.
Copernicus.
On the side of 2.9, I just hit a button. Man, I'm on.
Forget it, it's going to blow up.
I'm closer to the sun. That's your reasoning?
Oh, tell me I'm wrong. Prove me wrong, Lenny.
You know, it's good to be up here, guys. I haven't been broadcasting in a while. You guys have been doing an awesome job keeping it down, doing the right thing each week. It's good to be back in Hempstead. Racing is back in Hempstead. First time since Labor Day 2019. A little sad about the Hempstead invite. You know, we have to throw on there no drill. Obviously, the state drill also, you know, that goes on the trophy because we were on there with race last
There was
year.
a big discussion about that.
Yeah.
I thought it should have been, you know, no drill scam-demic or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then, but they just put no drill.
Well, that's what it says for 49 and 89,
I know,
right?
I
Yeah.
know.
So you got to keep it.
What does it say in 89?
Just no drill.
No drill,
Dust
yeah.
bowl, right? You can throw something on there.
I thought that said patchwork on it.
I don't think you could put no guardrails.
Yeah.
But
Energy crisis, wasn't that one of them?
But I mean, you look at the Hempstead invite, it goes back to like 1948, right? With consecutively each year, and now nothing for last year.
Somebody's got to tell them South Hempstead's not running. Right?
Correct.
It's North Lyndhurst
North
running right now.
Lindy. It's North Lindy.
Yeah, South Hempstead is going to work on their C-Truck a little bit this week. They got their C-Truck from the Merrick Buckeyes.
That's North Lindy.
South Hempstead will be running out of turn with permission. Up to the left.
Also not true, but okay.
he's trying.
No, South Hempstead's not running tonight. They have some kinks to get out with it.
They're running out of turn as in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, they'll be at the county trying. You know, they've got some new guys getting off the back of the truck. But again, South Hempstead running with the Rockville Center Woodlanders, the Merrick Buckeyes, the Hempstead Yellow Hornets.
Well, they are running out of turn. It's just next week.
That's right.
All right, North Lindy on the line. Last 2 weeks, 2 first place, 916, 924. And we all know this. Ducky eats this ladder up and see a ladder.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time. I don't know if this light is going to work in the sun, so I'm going to try and get you dig time, but I don't know if it's feasible.
They've been very consistent with motorized ladders. We talked about their B ladder times this year. Their C ladder times, 916 at Merrick, 924 at Ridge. And
We'll get
they're on the line, ready to go. They lead this drill right now with 9 points.
T-Rix will hook us up.
Track's nice and hot today. These things ought to be stopping nice.
Track looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Great night. They got the awning out on the right-hand side. Nice crowd here early on.
It's tough on a Wednesday 6 o'clock start. They're going to keep filtering in.
Piston knockers. truck. They're going to have to try to make something out of it. Scott Rice kills the truck heavily at the end. You see him shaking his head, throwing his hands up in the air. 3:53 to the cone.
Time for the winners. 9.60, 960.
Who stole my pen?
That's sort of a strange break there, Paul. 672 in the ground. Just wasn't as fluid as normal.
960 is going to be beatable time.
So you're saying 672 in the ground. Now, when, back, I feel like my mic's off. Is it off?
No, you're good.
You can hear me? I'm so confused. Okay. So, back in the day, it was, you're putting them in the ground at 6'2", 6'3". What are, like, the common dig times today?
6'3". I mean, I think a 6'3 is a pretty heavy shot.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're seeing the better teams go 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
But, there was something a little strange there, Paul. I don't know, you tried to describe it. I don't know, did he get on it a little heavy early?
Yeah, I think he got on it too heavy at the end, and he killed the truck. And then he was shaking his head as he was letting him go, and I see behind the arch he's throwing his hands in the air. Ducky does a nice job without a lot of momentum, trying to get to the top. All right, here comes Farman, Joe. Got to straight down, little all over it. He lets them go way outside the safety line, and they run in, and it throws everybody out of sync.
Yeah, I think he drifted a little bit to the left coming down the track away from the hydrant, and then he brought it back, but threw him off. It was still 687 in the ground, but with no momentum.
Can we get a cone on them?
Hempstead, Westerner.
DX. Let's go. 55.
How about you usually out of that truck? 55, they usually right at the 50.
Yeah. Well, I thought it maybe because, like Lenny said, he was drifting. He got out of the gas a little early, and then you could see it down here. He didn't have enough momentum to get into the pit.
Central Islip going to run out of permission here, with permission. Waiting for Richie Arnett to get here from his job interview for the steam fitters. So hopefully he gets here in time.
So who's this, West Hempstead?
West Hempstead.
Now, they practice here. They are definitely lined up off center, and that's, I'm sure, by design. They know a little something about their home track here.
They have an issue.
Greg Hayes doing the climb in here. Didn't climb 3-man, so let's see what he can do on the metal ladder.
Yeah, I believe this is their first shot of sea ladder this year. And, they have a veteran team on the back, guys. John Doherty digging, Cody Mara digging, Craig Hayes, and then, of course, Ralphie Nichols, the thrower. So, team to watch out for as the season moves on. They just
half of John Doherty. All right, here comes South Hempstead.
Can he go and place him in?
Is that the cone? He wasn't holding back. To the top. Oh, yep.
675 in the ground.
68 to the cone. I thought he brought it all the way, man.
Time for West Hempstead. 9.77, 977.
977. I thought he brought that to the cones, almost to the cones. What'd you think there, Len?
To the right is number 11, the North Battle Ranking Day.
I really didn't notice that, Paul. I mean, it was a nice straight run, as it always is with Kenny at the wheel. Just a nice smooth run. As Twan said, if they haven't run much, they wanted to put a number up, and that's what they did.
This tournament's shaping up very well for North Lundy right off the bat here. Some teams are going to make a couple of shots here before North Lundy runs and hides after ladders.
Yeah, could you imagine? 960 sitting there. Sometimes that could be it could throw your game off a little bit. Oh, it's only a 960. Let's just, you're not in that strike mode.
Let's play the racing game,
exactly.
and watch it bite you.
Yeah, you're not in that go for it.
So North Belmore here.
Yeah, North
right?
Belmore has 2 times this year better than a 960. 932 at Ridge, 959 at Merrick.
So they see an open door right here. Let's see what they can do with it.
And it would help the rest of the pack if they knocked out North Lindy by the point.
These teams, as you could probably see, starting in the shade most of the way down, and then right at the 150, everything is sun-drenched.
I know. He's got it straight. He was going deep. He had to kill it. Does a nice job completing it right there. He couldn't let him go where he probably normally wanted to because they were still in.
That's going to be right there, Paul. It's going to be right there, 666 in the ground. 965. 360 to the cones there, Paul.
Summer of 69. 69. 69.
Up to the right is number 12.
What was it called?
60. 360.
All right, Higgins. Now, think back to Higgins' last run here, right? He left him screaming screaming under the arch.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a rough one in Selden.
And we see they're lined up a little off center.
Now, in B-ladder-
following what the Westerners
Sorry,
did.
Len.
Go ahead.
In B-ladder, what were you saying about their diggers? This was Hagerman, right?
Yeah,
And they were-
they're laying back on their heels, and he's pulling the ladder out of the rack. You might as well have two posts. You don't need the sled at that point.
Something to keep an eye on as they run C-ladder here. 954 at Merrick. That's their only number put up this year. I don't know if they've run in the other tournaments, but 9.5 take first place right now.
Yeah, no time in Selden. They
They had a rough shot last week. He let him go.
Oh yeah, they are. No
Hey,
time.
no penalties yet tonight. Strange to see.
I saw her tripping. Wasn't cold though.
Spearing.
All right, the door is wide open for the Hagerman game.
Feel shame.
Large points.
Oh boy. Hey, they're gonna like that shot.
Yeah,
That's going to be in the money.
I still think they're on their heels.
665 in the ground, just a smooth run. Maybe.
9.58.
Takes the lead. Right,
9:58. 59 to the cone.
Up to the right, number 13. The Cocaine Yellowbird.
They looked a little conservative when you got in there, but I don't blame them after last week.
Yep.
A little conservative. I thought he really hung on to that break. And then he didn't have that momentum, but hey.
Hey, just gotta be the
that's first place, right?
He got off it before the cones, Paul. It was under control. Had a nice run out of it.
All right.
And looking at Hagerman's times all time, that 958 looks like to be a top 10 shot in the history of the Hagerman Gamblers. 954 at Merrick, and then they got a 909 at Lindenhurst last year in 2020. Then it goes to a 946 for their second best shot ever.
That
So,
worked.
they're making strides. They're going in the right direction. Obviously, they got the 909 last year. That's where they need to be in terms of August.
All right.
For this year.
Kopech on the line. They got a 930 under their belt earlier this season on a straight ladder. Chris Brandt really did a good job fighting that one at Lindenhurst. See if Charlie Fish can give him a nice job here.
930 at Lindenhurst for the Yellowbirds. Is that what you said? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Got a little sideways coming in there.
Yeah, they're deep again.
Yeah, tough ladder to climb right there.
Just makes the most of it after a little slip getting on. 694 in the ground, but way deep, maybe 2 feet off the plumb line.
Kopech missing Dirty Mike tonight. Didn't make his physical.
Fine, Cocaine, 11.75. 11.75.
11:75.
So Kopech squandering an opportunity right there.
All right, so CI looks like they're ready.
Number 9, the Central Iceland Hobo.
958, 960, 969. Is that a 977?
Yes, for West Hampstead.
And then the 11?
Yes.
No, the Kopech 1175.
Yep.
The lucky dog.
So with CI, you had Eric Miller running B-ladder, and now they get Richie Arnett, that climber, back to I guess he was late
That
coming from work
climber,
or something, so that new guy.
That guy.
Yeah, he came out of the gate hot at Lindenhurst. He's 18 years old, is that what I'm hearing? Is he that young?
Yeah.
So it's good to have a young climber that just can be filled in right off the bat to be doing that type of a thing. So
And first shot out was an 8. Is that
Yeah.
first an 18-year-old kid running an 8 first shot?
I mean, that's a great question to talk about. Who's run an 8 on their first shot ever? Right? I mean,
Wow.
ever. Like, I can't think of anyone.
Right.
And even in this era where 8s are hard to come by, it's not like
Here comes
10 years ago.
Islip. Making their way. Approaching the cone. Out of the gas. Oh, a little hiccup. Puts him in a perfect spot.
Lost his hands.
Yep. That second step.
Paul, I thought the truck
That's your penalty.
shimmied a little bit coming in zones, and then Danny had to straighten it out. He was a little too much steering, probably what he wanted to do.
46 to the cone, so whatever it is.
Fine to Central Iceland with penalty. 10.89.
Still boxes him into fifth.
89.
1089, 634 in the ground, even with those issues. So
That's going to grab them a point really good.
truck definitely jumped on him a little bit though into the cones, and Danny doing a great job delivering them still.
Yeah, the hard brake really had to do some driving after the hard brake. Or the tap brake,
So that's going to give Hageman 5.
Oh, you remember North Lindy's cone?
Yeah, 50. Where's Kev?
Right down there.
5-3.
All right, so that's going to do it for C ladder. Chris Perry is working his pen.
Abacus.
He's going to give us the ultimate results, and then we'll go over total points. Here we go. Well, maybe not. So some competitive shots there for the amount of teams we had. There bunch of teams in the 9s.
Results.
Here we go.
You want me to go down?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I'll come down.
First place, 5 points with a time of 9.58. Number 12, Hagerman.
First place, Hagerman.
Second place,
Let me come out, Kev.
number 2, North Lindenhurst.
Second place, North Lindenhurst.
3 points, number 11, North
Yeah, it just has that little thing in the
Third
background.
place, North Belmore.
No, I
West
can't now.
Hempstead in 4th.
You sound better?
Way better. Not even close.
Iceland.
Oh, I just lost it. Yeah, not even close.
Central Islip stealing a point there in 5th place.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a water test. Alejandro, if you're down there and you want to go to commercials.
Huh?
Real fast, and then you guys can jump back.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
We'll be back. Freddie! How you doing, all right? How you been?
Since 1886, New York State Fire Department drill team competition has helped generations of volunteer firefighters develop teamwork, pride, and efficiency, and our sport is ready now to grow stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYSFD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department drill teams. Fire Rescue Systems has been in the fire industry for over 20 years and is proud to show their support for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Serving the NY area with a complete software solution for emergency service entities, FRS software is efficient and easy to use, making it ideal for emergency situations. With a wide array of fine-tuned and tested modules, FRS provides a modular-based system to fit every department's needs, regardless of size. For more information, please visit www.firerescuesystems.com or call 631-234-1304. Integrated Wireless Technologies is proud to be the exclusive Motorola dealer for New York State Fire Department drill teams. IWT offers the full line of Motorola products to fire departments, as well as David Clark headsets and sound-off signal emergency lights. IWT is your one-stop shop for custom-engineered radio solutions, licensing assistance, dispatch solutions, and top-notch reliable service with fully insured technicians. Start off your next radio upgrade with IWT. Check out their website at www.goiwt.com. The Bill Fox Company has been in business for over 65 years, specializing in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. The Bill Fox Company has crafted championship rings for past state champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, and Yellow Hornets, as well as the Firefighter Combat Challenge competition. Bill Fox Company is the recognized name in recognizing people. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxco.com. Since 1973, Fire News has been a proud supporter of the time-honored tradition of New York State drill team racing. As they approach 50 years covering the fire service throughout New York and beyond, Fire News is honored to continue as the official publication and online coverage of the New York State drill teams. Look for ongoing coverage in Fire News on firenews.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
The Titan Group is the trusted name in apparel customization industry as a one-stop shop for all your drill team and department needs. As always, we offer all our in-house services, screen printing, embroidery, sublimation, and graphic design. Take advantage of our custom online ordering system. Simply choose your products, choose your logos, and have your members pay online. All your orders are separated upon delivery. Browse our vendor catalogs at www.titangrouapparel.com and follow us on Instagram at Titan Group Racing. Call us at 631-859-0075 or see Artie Seskine or Devin Robinson on the track. All 8, all day. Gear up, get on. The Titan Group.
Adept Technology Consulting is proud to be joining the drill team family as the exclusive IT professionals for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Adept delivers computer and technology support to fire departments, EMS agencies, businesses, villages, and libraries throughout the tri-state area. In addition to computer support and knowledge, Adept also provides IP telephone and camera solutions, as well as a variety of technology assistance packages, all with 24-hour support. No IT problem is too little or too large for Adept. For more information or to speak to an IT professional, call 631-676-1756 or head to adept-techconsulting.com. Coastal Fire Systems is the official SCBA dealer for New York State drill teams. Scott air packs, cylinders, RIT packs, refill compressor systems, gas detectors, Protect and Dragon fire gloves, as well as the future in thermal imaging technology. Coastal is also a one-stop dealer for Petzl, Scott, CMC, and Colorado bailout systems, along with professional training to keep your members sharp and meet New York State requirements. For more information, check them out at www.coastalfiresystems.com. Instantaneous on-scene electronic personnel accountability system used by the FDNY and many other fire departments nationwide is now available from Systems Definition Incorporated or your local Motorola dealer. SDI is a well-known software application developer for FDNY and is the company behind this game-changing technology. SDI has paired with New York State fire departments, including Central Islip, to solve the challenge of accounting for members who respond after the tones go off. Keep track of your members at your next big incident with a proven solution designed with the New York State Volunteer Fire Department in mind. For more information, visit systemsdefinition.com. With over 30 years of service in the fire industry, High-Tech Fire and Safety continues to be a proud sponsor of the New York State Fire Department drill teams. High-Tech has been honored to serve as master distributor for Morning Pride products, including state-of-the-art bunker gear, USAR gear, EMS gear, helmets, gloves, hoods, and boots. In addition to Morning Pride gear by Honeywell, High-Tech also provides quality products including Genesis extrication equipment, CMC rescue products, and Mercedes hose, providing your fire department with the highest level of support and service for all of your personal protection equipment needs. For a personalized demo or to speak to a certified sales specialist, call 631-777-5170 or visit hightechfireny.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Joe Hunter here at Hempstead. After 3 contests, we'll give you a little score rundown if anybody has them. I'll look up mine. There we are. 13 points for the Knockers. Second place, Hagerman with 9. Then it goes to the Hobos with 6, North Belmore 5, and 3 each. Farmingville, West Hempstead, Copeg, and South Hempstead. Everybody has hit the board here at the Joe Hunter, all the participants. And, you know, this is one of the things you miss when you last year, and, you know, all the things we missed last year. This is one of them. And the teams that are racing, oh, you're losing me, but the teams racing here are the teams that, we're talking the state drill in 2019, right?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. So we're missing a couple of teams here that aren't here today. Like I said, Point Pleasant not down here today. Bayshore not out tonight. No Islip, no Lindenhurst. I mean, a couple of things bad with the scheduling, but great night anyway. Good night to have some racing out here.
Absolutely.
You know, if you look back at that Dean State Trail, you know, if Lindenhurst wins it, am I going in and out? Oh, that looks a little better.
But you're in. There, now I'm back. All right, go. Somebody's.
Yeah.
Your attention, please.
Now I hear that.
Water was tested earlier. We have a water speed of 4.75.
Water speed.
4.75.
Speeding.
144 feet, 1 inch of 2 1/2 inch Saturn hose with a 3/4 nozzle tip.
So
4.75. All teams should be lining up for motor hose Class C.
So 475, not the lightning fast water we're typically used to here at Hempstead. And
I think it'll work
it's
out.
going to be strong. Yeah, it'll be there.
We call that Euro Disney, as you all know. I don't know what the deal is with the 475, but
It'll be good.
I thought you had pull around here.
it is what
Tom.
it is. Only in the ladder contest.
Yeah, we're not going to be doing the water test tonight. It's already been done. They can speed it up this way so we can beat the weather. What weather?
Yeah, is it going to rain? It's 1,000 degrees on top of the arch today, ladies and gents.
We'd almost welcome rain just on the arch, just up on us. That's all.
Yeah. No, I heard a report that it went.
Okay, track is ready, the lights are set.
Oh boy.
All right.
Next event is Motor Hose Class C.
Tell you what.
The Joe Hunter record and the track record are 11.86, currently held by West Sayville. The state record is 11.93, held by East Islip.
11.93 state record.
All right, here we go now.
First team up to the lights be number 2, the North Lindenhurst Piston
So
Knocker.
Chris Perry's on top of things here, announcing North Lindy. The official's not quite ready yet. Billy, I see the 50-50 coming. They're running a big 50-50 here tonight, folks. So if you're on
Can't hear me. Now can you hear me?
make sure you contribute.
now.
Yeah, we got you, Paul.
Oh my God.
All right, so North Lindy Online, they're your tournament leader, 13 points. And look who's hooking up on the adapter. We got Kevin Connell down there. 50 years on the track this year for Kevin Connell. So congratulations to him for his, half a century out there racing.
Dedication.
Billy, we want those 20-20?
The funds. How much is it? 20?
20 each?
Yeah, let's go 20 each. You want to do it now or you want to do it later?
So North Lindy leads the drill, 13 points, 9 for the gamblers.
The track is theirs.
Then we have a drop to 6 for the hobos. North Lindy this year, 1264 at Merrick, 1280 at Lindenhurst.
Looks like they're about ready to leave the start line. Nice and tight here, as tight as you could be.
Chris
Grass
Connell,
creeps out to the track here. Cones are on the track.
Hydro Man Chris Connell on fire this year.
Look for Scott Rice to bring it in the hair after he goes past those cones.
They felt a little bicentennial last week, but let's see what they do now.
There we go. Hard break. I like that. Right hand turn. Don't like it. Up at the top, creeping in. Water on him, and he's he hits the flap. It doesn't go up, but he keeps it steady, and he hits it on the second shot. Doesn't waver with it.
Strong water there, too.
Time for North Lindenhurst with penalty.
44.
2.53, 12.53.
Don't tell me 475 ain't going to be kicking, because I'll tell you what, if he hits that with the first drop, which he did, and it just, the flap was moving.
Right there.
That's 12-1.
Number 8, the Farmingville Bandits.
Well, that 475 is going to be interesting. They got a little bit better water through their hose on my watch. I couldn't get the start of the race, but I got the water through the hose, so keep on top of that with everybody.
Sure thing. The water here has always been
What was
tough.
that? Huh? Yeah, 4.
So that's Kevin Kinley running also for them?
Kevin Kinley?
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Pick up from the snails? Is that what that was?
They
Yeah.
creep in perfectly. I thought those two looked phenomenal right there.
Yeah.
They creep in. But what I liked about the shot on the target is he hits it, and normally you'd pull that nozzle away. He stayed steady. There wasn't a wave in that flow of water. And then he gets it on that second shot.
Was not bad at all. That's a 12.53. Like you said, not a perfect shot, so he won some good
I
time
hit those
tonight.
Farmingville. They're really a little bit all over. Now he's pulling them in at the hydrant. Hard break off the side. Water in the hose. See what he's going to do with the flap right here. Water. I'll tell you what, the water started to come out and he hosed the nozzle on.
He's pushing water on a nozzle shot.
They got excellent water too, guys.
3.26, 13.26.
Now listen, that water they said was 475. That does not mean it's 470.
That was 475 at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Number 9, the Central Islip.
So Paul, just quick, they timed the water before everything got going tonight,
Yeah.
before ladders and all.
Yeah.
I don't know if it can jiggle around a little bit, but both of those teams were
you jiggle it-
substantially under the announced water time.
If you jiggle it, it jiggles.
Now, are the officials timing the hose tonight, or is it game on?
Maybe for shits and
a little
giggles,
bit.
but I'll tell you what. How many times this contest with clean drops? Yeah, I thought that was the last one too, right? How many times with clean drops can you, and a nice approach at the hydrant, at the nozzle, can you barely get the nozzle out?
Yeah.
Barely get the nozzle on in sea hose.
Sea hose, exactly.
In sea hose.
And then Eddie just got it on. That affected his hit, obviously, but
They'd run about 4 or 5 steps up top there, and took a little while of a dime to get there to break it, but boy,
Man, it was bang bang.
there was water coming out when he put that nozzle on. I can't believe it stayed on.
If you're watching this, you might want to drop the hydrant man back, because both of those have been right-hand turns. They did a nice job. Chris Connell does a nice job making a right-hand turn, and like I always say, you're going to ask the guy, hey, what was my water on? And when you do the right-hand turn, it's always better than you think.
I'd love to see what the target smasher would do here tonight if him and Heavy were out there.
so we might have a little oil by the nozzle line. So we see
Towels out there.
got the towels out.
That could have leaked out of Eddie.
See, they're getting a little help from Jay Podolsky, the Belmore Ball Breakers. First place in B ladder, right, Billy? We were there for that.
Oh, yeah. First shot out for the Black
Matt-
Beauty there, whatever they call that. Black Betty.
At the hybrid.
How about that Westbury Turtles taking first place?
Yeah.
Nice little bucket shot to finish up the day over there at the hybrid on last Friday night before the beautiful Independence Day weekend.
What was that pizza party like?
They tied for first place with the Baldwin Tomcats. One on the motorized side, one on the old-fashioned side. So that was interesting.
All right, CI on the line.
Hobo's on the time of the year, 12.
Here we go. Danny's got him in the middle of the course. Now he's bringing him in tight to the hydrant. Gonna drop him with a little mo. He makes a right-hand turn. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm telling you, they're gonna like it if he hits the target. There it is.
Oh, good-looking shot.
There it is.
Plenty of time up top there for Ryan. He had a
707 stick. This has been a
49.
challenge.
49 to the cone.
This is going to challenge for
attention,
first.
please.
Uh-oh.
Centralized
Not what you wanna hear.
a rerun digital era.
Man, that is not what you want to hear after a run like that.
Not stop.
So that was the first one I was able to get a watch on. 12:47 was the time I had on my watch.
You know what's funny? When you hear that, your first thought is, we broke the record. And then your second thought is, there's no way we broke the record.
Yeah.
And then your third thought is, holy crap, we got to run this again. 53. That's 44.
So CI with a solid shot there right around 12.5. As I said, I had 47. So they're going to have to see if they can do it again. I think they can, but...
Out of the 3 hydrant hits, that was probably the best of the right.
Yeah,
Scotty lit that up nice.
He had a little momentum. He was actually a little past.
I thought he was a little deep. Thank you, Paul. I thought he was a little deep. Scott did a great job getting to the hydrant to hook it up, and then, again, seamless on the stick.
Notice they have those hose straighteners on the hose.
You also
Still
noticed
agree
that
with that.
Up to the lights will be number 10. The West Hempstead Westerners.
if you look at the line right before the hydrant, I mean, that's the 25. You've seen guys get off right over that line. These guys are using none of that area. If anything, they're using 3 feet. 22 feet is non-existent.
There's 2 feet of wet hydrant. That's it.
That's another team that had real good water through their hose, 468. Farmingville was under 4.5 on my watch, so
But
these teams are getting good water.
You saw where Ryan and they were waiting because the
They
truck
were.
just boogied down.
Exactly.
Got him there. Here comes West Hempstead. Kenny Bone got him on a rope right there, straight to the hydrant. Hard break. He's off a couple steps. No. Double clutch in the hydrant. Came out in his lap. Gonna finish it right here. There's a lot of power in that water.
4, 5, 6 water through.
71 to the bone.
So it's
Time for West Hempstead, 14.84, 14.84.
Yeah, I tried welding that. Didn't want to stack.
Yeah.
it seems
Up
all
to the
the
lights,
teams
number 11, the North Belmore Rinky Dink.
seems that all the teams are getting real good water through their hose. So again, that might have creeped up a little bit faster than when they tested it an hour or so ago.
You think?
Seems like it,
Yeah.
which I like.
Me too. It's making it exciting.
Somebody turned
I think
the
it's
knob.
going to be. I think it's going to be difficult in B-hose. They might have to slash it back a little.
Yeah, difficult's going to be an understatement, Paul. You're going to have some nozzle men really struggling to get it
Yeah.
on.
All right. A couple changes tonight with no Nick White in the lineup. They're going to be putting Joey Corcoran and his brother Sean at the hydrant team tonight.
So the Twins are back. I don't know.
Back.
But
Close enough.
The Corcoran brothers are racing though. That's big for them. I wasn't sure if they were out this year or not.
Yeah, Sean on the hydrant. Nick, Joe got an anchor in tonight for him. Yeah, Sean missed the first couple of things this year, but he's back
and he's their climber, right?
He's a climber and a hydrant man, and
that's a big deal for the 2019 Nassau County.
he's a thrower. Yeah. Joey does the climbing, but still, it's your man, Right. You know how to just have your throw.
Of course.
All right, track's about ready here for the North Belmore Rinky Dinks. They're looking at a 12.5 and a 13.2.
Talking about that fast water as a nozzle man for a couple of decades, we used to love coming, or I used to love coming here, putting up a C-hose shot. Now, B-hose, you start sweating a little when you're on the line as a nozzle man, but it's a lot of fun, and it's a challenge for the best.
How great was that when the year had ended in B-hose here? That B-hose contest, one of the best B-hose contests I was ever a part of. Here we go. Good Scully making his way to the hydrant. He's bringing it in really tight and deep. Oh, it throws in his lap. Hey, he made the attempt. He was tight and deep. Throw it in his lap.
I was going to say Pat Cloudman, the 747 that day took 5 points.
Yep.
Running the nozzle here today for North Belmore. Oh, that would have been a great segue.
7:08 when he put the handle down. The only problem was coupling wasn't up.
58 to the cone.
Time for North Belmore, 20.73, 20.73.
You don't hear that number often in those.
All right, teams are going for it, and what's this one going to go for it?
12, the Hagerman Gamblers.
Listen, you got a 12.5 on the board. You only got one shot at it. You throw the water.
Here comes Cola. Let's talk about throwing water.
Yeah, that handle's going down.
Yeah, it does.
There's not a question if the handle's going down.
Well, I had a good conversation with him after the Selden drill, and this is what I had thought happened as well, and he backed up. When he comes...
Hang on, we got to get Paul's mic straightened out. Try it again, Paul.
All right, here I am. So anyway, he was dropped back, and I know the feeling because Cola's one of those guys. He's rhythmic. You know what I'm saying? It's like a bam, bam, stick, bam, bam, stick. And if you get dropped back, maybe 2 or 3 steps, all of a sudden you're out of sync. And when you're out of sync, man, it just gets a little hairy. And you see his ass come around, it's because all of a sudden he's running to the hydrant. And he's trying to go too quick. If he gives him the drop he's supposed to get, which I hope he does, you're going to see some lighten it up.
This is our fourth tournament that Paulie's talked about Cola's ass. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Paulie can relate. Billy, what he's saying is don't give hydromen too much time to think because they're not that smart. All right? They got to think that much, they're screwed.
You nailed it, Lenny.
I mean, it's rhythmic. It's like his microphone don't work, and he just can't keep going through like I can,
Yeah, I know.
So tell me about these gamblers, guys. I mean, this is one of the big stories of 2019, and looking at their history here. In C-Hose, their team records, right? Team record 1273. That was run August of 20. Then they got a 1286, 89, 91, and 96, all run within the last 2 or 3 years. So this team is really like one of the up-and-coming teams. 3.5 points in the 2019 state got them here.
But I think, Twan, tell you about them, I think they're going to be all or nothing. I think they could go 12-4 here or be out of the money.
Or better.
But are they in the running for top 5 state drill?
You know
are they
what?
there yet? Have they turned that corner yet?
If you look at how they ran last year, I'd give an emphatic yes.
Yeah.
Because they were phenomenal last year.
Yeah.
But you know what's going on right now? When it gets in your head a little bit, have you ever read Pat Riley's book? They're making the climb.
Right.
And you got to grab it back. You got to grab it back.
They need the word consistency in their game, and they're not quite there yet.
And that's something, when you have a young team out here, that's what you see. You hear about the gamblers all the time in the juniors. I like to see it finally starting to transfer over to the seniors a little bit.
Here we go.
Let's see if Johnny on the flap gets a shot.
At the cone. At the hydrant. Leaves him back a little bit. Water in the hose. Real conservative. Let's see what he can do with it. Hose flipped on him last second. He puts it on there.
Good shot. A little low, but he came right back up with it.
48 to the cone. They're going to be penalized there.
Only 481 water through their hose, so they lost a little time there.
With penalty, 12.80, 12.80.
They didn't have
80.
And there you go. That's the second best time in the history of the Hagerman Gamblers.
They lost 2 to 3 tenths in their hose, though, guys. So I didn't notice a kink or anything.
The Copac Yellowbirds.
That's what it's saying to me on my score sheet here. Do you ever remember a Hagerman team from 80s, 70s, 90s that maybe did a 12-8? No.
They could run some B-hose.
Yeah.
They ran some B-hose. No, I mean from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
That team could run a little B-hose.
But not so much.
They could run some pump.
You know what it was in the 70s and 80s? 1280 was first place.
Right.
Well, it was the record.
Yeah.
But just when you hear a stat like like that. Like that 1280 is the second fastest shot in the history of the Hagerman Gamblers. Think about that.
Okay, are
It's
you
the C truck they got now. That's the whole thing.
Are you including last year's stats?
Yes.
It's last year's stats.
Okay.
1273 is their team record at Lindenhurst 2020. And then they had a 1289 at Hagerman 2020.
Okay.
So that just kind of beats it by 900.
To me, if you look at that shot, I thought they were conservative at the hydrant. I thought he left him back, but he didn't leave him with speed. Now, that could have been because of the water situation at the hydrant. I don't know. He got out in the dry.
Yeah.
But hey, Cola hooked it up.
47.
Little shallow on the target. You know, if he hits that target, you're talking 12.6, 12.5, and they're breaking their team record. So
There you go. A team record that's not even a year old. So again, Hagerman Gamblers, they have 9 points on the day. That shot's going to potentially get them 3 or 4, which will keep pace, hopefully, with North Lindy. But North Lindy's obviously sitting first in the contest right now.
And we see the
What is that,
towels.
53?
The towels out right before the hydrant, where the hydrant man wants to plant his foot. That's it's interesting. I don't know if it's. Hopefully, it's just water.
See, when I talked to you,
It's a
Twan,
little
about that Hagerman shot being the best ever. They have such a better second best, but they have it's the best C truck they've ever had in their history.
Yeah.
They did a lot of work on it. I mean, they hit a few cone penalties last year that got them tossed out of a couple contests. It was so fast.
Where'd they get it? They built it, or
They ganked it in a C ladder 2 years ago at the Hagerman drill, which would have been 4 or 5 points and really, changed their fortunes that time. But they ran some great motor pump lately, and the B hose is great as well.
So keep your eye on the Hagerman Gamblers as the season progresses. And that's the thing, guys. We're getting into that point in the year where it's like, who are these top 5 teams? Who are the teams that are going to turn head? You had North Lindy and Islip going head-to-head all year. They've been first and second for the first 3 drills. I say all year for the first 3 drills. But, I can't wait just, West Sable to hit their stride. Then you got Lindenhurst in there. Bayshore hopefully gets healthy. You got Point Pleasant chomping at the bit up north. You know what I mean? Like, let's get going.
That's an X factor right there.
Yeah.
The green and white from the Great White North there. We don't know what Point is going to be this year.
yeah, I agree. I think you see Islip and you see North Lindy. You're seeing the 2 class teams right now of the association. After that, you have a gaggle of teams that by the end of the year could be in that grouping. Like you said, Twan, you got West Sable. You have Point Pleasant. I think CI on any given day can run a time that's just phenomenal. Of
course.
They sure can run some races.
And this is the time of year it rolls around, and typically the CI invite, it's put up or shut up, and we kind of know what's going on right now.
I actually think for a top 5, you're going to have somebody outside the box you're not thinking of right now.
And rumor has it, the rumor has it Point Pleasant will be down here for the CI invite.
There goes the Yellowbirds at the cone. Hard break. Right-hand side. Well, deep. It puts water in the hose. Trying to get some points. Right. Oh, a little problem with nozzle. Now he picks it up. All right.
That truck veered left off the line. You saw that?
Yeah.
Right in the crown. Had to drive it back. A little bit of driving there.
It's going to be in your 14s.
Time for Copaig, 14.01, 14.
Barely.
01.
Yeah, the truck really wasn't moving. 8:13 when he finally opened.
All right, so the Central Islip Hobo is going to make their way back to the start line.
Run is number 9, the Central Islip Hobo.
475 water through the hose for Cope.
12:53. 1280, and we're thinking that CI with that run the first time probably would have beat North Lindy. So here's the thing: how many times, and I think we've all been through it, did you run that first run, you get the first place shot, and you got to run again? How many times did it work out so well the second time?
Maybe 15 to 20%. Is that sound about right, Juan?
Who knows? I couldn't even tell you what the percentage is. I just, when you hear that, I don't think so much about C hose or B hose where that happens. I see 3-man ladder, B ladder. It's happened a lot. I remember.
Well, you're a lot of guy. It happens in us a lot. Just so you know.
It never happens when you screw it up.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So actually, when it does happen when you screw up, you're loving it. But that's a rarity. It's always when you put down that nice shot or you need the points here or there, and boy.
Well,
I remember
we talked about it. I'm sorry, Twan. We talked about it earlier this year. The state drill when the hobos had a bucket shot
I was
go
just going to
bad.
say that.
Yep. Go ahead. Finish the story.
No, the 2017 state drill. The time goes off after the 9th bucket, 1770, whatever it was in the timing truck, and they had to get a rerun.
Yep.
I remember West Sable in the 95 state drill 3-man ladder, 6-1, and then ran another 6-1. Anyway, Hobo's on the line.
There they come, trying to make a repeat. Danny making it a little squirrely. Now he's got it under control. Coming into the hydrant, hard break. Gives him a little bit more room. What an eye! Hey, I think it's better than the last one if he can hit it on the target. And he's just a little left, but still could be good enough.
I think it might be, Paul.
47 to the cone.
In the neighborhood.
12:53. Oh, don't know with this guy.
With penalty. 1-2.42.
12:42 for the Hobos. That's the way you do it, folks. Come back and do it again. If you're good, you can do it
Well,
twice.
it's almost a similar time you had the first time, right, Lenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little better on the stick, like you called it during the run, Paul. I had 692. I think they were 7-0 on the first one, so picked up a 10th there.
Yeah, left him with 2 quick steps right there. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my daughter Abby. She wanted to be here tonight, but I wouldn't let her come. Sorry about that. But she's watching. She says it looks good on YouTube.
Sorry, Abby, that your dad's so mean, but we'll see you at the next one.
Yeah, she'll be there Saturday.
What was the excuse? Just straight, you're not allowed to go?
Night tournament.
Night tournament, look at you.
Mean dad. Daddy time.
At least he's honest. It wasn't like, it's
Weather.
it's too hot.
All the way in Nassau County.
Oh, that was part of it.
Move the equipment.
Take it easy, guys. There's no ticks out here.
Yeah. You know, you just let the family go to Nassau.
All right, North Indy, 17 out of 20 points so far. Nice night for them to start the day.
Results of Motorhomes Class C. First place, 5 points with the time of 12.42. Number 9, Central Islip. Second place, 4 points. Number 2, North Lindenhurst. Third place, 3 points. Number 12, Hagerman. Fourth place, 2 points. Number 8, Farmingville. Fifth place, 1 point. Number 13, Copeg.
All right, so we're gonna have halfway through the drill right here. No, we got a little contest. North Lindy's got 17.
Yep.
Hagerman's got 12. CI's got 11.
And that's the match right there.
Yeah,
Big
hey.
drop off after that.
Don't mess up.
Yep.
So, you know, those town drills, boy, you can't mess up. And then you know what? It's all the racing today.
Yeah.
You can't afford to mess up. And I noticed this with Islip and North Lindy for the first part of the year when they were going head and head like a horse race. You know, you're waiting for them to mess up one, they take advantage, and they mess. I mean, it's hard to do all 8, but they've been pretty consistent.
And you're only looking at, what are we thinking about Saturday in Suffolk County? 14, 15 teams?
Yeah, I think there's 16 on the program.
Probably a dozen in Nassau, I'm thinking. So, I mean, like I say, it's just like it's like a town drill now,
Yeah.
a county drill. You mess up once, you get away with 1, you're not getting away with 2.
Yeah, if you're one of the favorites for the day, you get thrown no time in there, or an overtime. That's a big hole to climb out of. It's a 5-point swing, 10-point swing potentially.
I think we go into a commercial down there, fellas. All right, we'll be back, everybody, for the second part of the drill.
A little bit of B-hose coming at you.
Since 1886, New York State Fire Department Drill Team Competition has helped generations of volunteer firefighters develop teamwork, pride, and efficiency, and our sport is ready now to grow stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYSFD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department drill teams. Fire Rescue Systems has been in the fire industry for over 20 years and is proud to show their support for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Serving the NY area with a complete software solution for emergency service entities, FRS software is efficient and easy to use, making it ideal for emergency situations. With a wide array of fine-tuned and tested modules, FRS provides a modular-based system to fit every department's needs, regardless of size. For more information, please visit www.firerescuesystems.com or call 631-234-1304. Integrated Wireless Technologies is proud to be the exclusive Motorola dealer for New York State Fire Department drill team. IWT offers the full line of Motorola products to fire departments, as well as David Clark headsets and sound-off signal emergency lights. IWT is your one-stop shop for custom-engineered radio solutions, licensing assistance, dispatch solutions, and top-notch reliable service with fully insured technicians. Start off your next radio upgrade with IWT. Check out their website at www.goiwt.com. The Bill Fox Company has been in business for over 65 years, specializing in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. The Bill Fox Company has crafted championship rings for past state champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, and Yellow Hornets, as well as the Firefighter Combat Challenge competition. Bill Fox Company is the recognized name in recognizing people. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxco.com. Since 1973, Fire News has been a proud supporter of the time-honored tradition of New York State drill team racing. As they approach 50 years covering the fire service throughout New York and beyond, Fire News is honored to continue as the official publication and online coverage of the New York State drill teams. Look for ongoing coverage in Fire News on firenews.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
The Titan Group is the trusted name in apparel customization industry as a one-stop shop for all your drill team and department needs. As always, we offer all our in-house services, screen printing, embroidery, sublimation, and graphic design. Take advantage of our custom online ordering system. Simply choose your products, choose your logos, and have your members pay online. All your orders are separated upon delivery. Browse our vendor catalogs at www.titangrouapparel.com and follow us on Instagram at Titan Group Racing. Call us at 631-859-0075 or see Artie Seskine or Devin Robinson on the track. All 8, all day. Gear up, get on. The Titan Group.
Adept Technology Consulting is proud to be joining the drill team family as the exclusive IT professionals for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Adept delivers computer and technology support to fire departments, EMS agencies, businesses, villages, and libraries throughout the tri-state area. In addition to computer support and knowledge, Adept also provides IP telephone and camera solutions, as well as a variety of technology assistance packages, all with 24-hour support. No IT problem is too little or too large for Adept. For more information,
Instead, Yellow Hornets. The track record is 7.38, held by Patchogue. And the state record is 7.55, held by West Hempstead.
All right. Wow, the 738 was run here, huh?
Yeah, the 93
First
state
up to the
drill.
lights is number 1, the South
93 state drill?
Hempstead Rascals.
South Hempstead's back in the game right here.
93 state was the 738. Then you have the 747 here, and I believe New Hyde Park put it in the 74s here at one point.
Yes.
748 at an invite here or something.
Yes.
Hey, listen, South Hempstead Rascals on the line. 3 points on the day, coming out of 3-man ladder, 678. My hat's off against Alex Lutfi. Now he's got to find 3 more tenths. We'll work on it. But got to give a shout out to Benny Casello, longtime racing man for the South Hempstead Rascals. Do you guys believe his 31st year jumping off the back of a speed truck? I just said speed truck. B truck or C truck. I don't know what the hell I said speed truck for, but 31 years.
There you go.
I mean, Phil Athenas comes to mind. Who else comes to mind getting off the back of a B truck and a C truck?
I think I was 26,
It's a long time, Paulie.
but I might have had more runs down the
It's a long
track.
time. Yeah, no, yeah.
I made 29 actually.
29 off the back, a B hose.
I kind of fell off.
Yeah,
I kind of fell off 2 years ago. That counts.
Yeah, that don't count.
You go to Rascal.
They're at the hydrant.
Got to get busy up top.
Yeah, they do. Oh, he does. Man, if he puts it on the flap, it would have been special.
Alex Lefty put it on.
That's Alex Lutfi, our third.
256 stick. That was pretty.
Yeah, Mikey still got it.
Time for South Hempstead. 8.40. 840.
Seven City if he hits that, boy.
Woo.
7 City.
Little shout out
That's
to
number 2, the North Lindenhurst Piston Knocker.
Mike Spatz on our hydrant there, Manfester, galore. Brother Joey couldn't make it today. He had a little surgery on his foot, so he's watching from the sidelines.
So Alex Lutfi there, again, second generation racing guy. His dad, Jeff Lutfi, raced it for the Yellow Hornets in the 70s. He was a breaker, honestly, for my dad, who was the nozzle man for the Yellow Hornets back in the 70s. But seems to fit into, he's got that type. Gets right in, puts the nozzle on. So listen, Alex, nice job today. 3 points in 3-man. Hopefully some points in B-Hose.
All right. 17 out of 20 points so far. Nice lead in the tournament. They're up by 5 on second place right now.
The rest of the pack. Is my voice going?
Yeah, you're going in and out, Ton. Billy, tell us about what North Lindy's done this year in B-Hose.
All right, North Lindy V-Hose this year, we have 805, 794, 847, all top 2 shots.
And they're going to like this quick water.
They've taken 13 out of 15 points at the first 3 contests this year.
All right, track's been given to the knockers.
I think this could be about the drop at the nozzle end. So
Yeah.
Put some.
Let's look for the heavy 7 right now. I want to hear Chris Perry actually scream for real.
Up by 5
Yeah.
in the drill.
You know, those drills, you got to keep scoring, though.
Rest of the field hoping for the Ole Miss.
Oh, not this guy.
No.
From the knockers.
Yep.
At the hydrant.
Chris Perry's
Oh, boy, he left him with good speed up there. No. I'm telling you, I thought he left him on top of it with,
About the top. I thought they ran a little bit there.
but they were boogieing.
All right, Paul, you're going to like this stick. 2, 2, 5.
Oh, that's the way it's supposed to be run.
North Lindenhurst, 13.66, 13.66.
That's how you run B-Hose.
He had a shot at it. He definitely had a swipe there.
He had
just didn't get it on.
Yeah, if he turned it.
To the right is number 8, the Farmingville Bandits.
All right, the door opens.
That's one you want to see right there.
That was heavy at the hydrant.
Those guys have told me at practice they like getting off on the line or maybe a little bit over it. So I thought he had them back.
Please report to the hydrant immediately. Local committee.
Thought he had them back just a little bit, but they did have time to do it right once. But I can't remember the last time I announced a 2.25 handle.
No, that's heavy.
Beautiful job. Great drop down there, and Chris Connell and company doing well down there.
And I'll tell you, Scott Rice, you can't say enough. I mean, Chris Connell lighting it up, but guess what? It doesn't happen without the driver he's putting them on the money every time this year.
Just looks like they wanted to puddle.
Yeah, they just put a little
Swept
sweep
out,
on it.
so no big deal. You know, the Farmingville Bandits are on the line now here. 5 points on the day so far. They were another team, you know, that we talked about in 2020, 2019, and again here this year. Do they turn that corner and become that potential top 5, top 10 for the day in the state contender?
You know what often comes into play with these situations? If this was 1990 and there were 60 teams in the state tournament, they might have a better chance because they can run a solid maybe 3 or 4 races. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Today you got to run 7 races. At the hydrant with speed, water in the hose. They're gonna have to get busy here.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. We got hit with water up here. I don't know how he got that on.
Got us the first water.
So,
Finishes.
Wow!
let's listen to the time, then we'll talk.
He doesn't know how he got it on.
Time for Farmingville. 8.25. 8.25.
Oh my gosh.
I tell you what, both ends right there. Just hooks it up off his back hip at the hydrant.
That's an
throws the stick and then at the top. He doesn't know he got it on.
That's an 8.25 after hitting me and Twan.
The Central Islip Harbor.
So like I said, I try to make a practice here and there for those guys.
Yeah.
They haven't been running with that kind of speed. Eddie really gave it to him at the hydrant. Justin handled it, 255 open, and then Eddie and Dominic at the other end. It looked like Dominic struggled a little bit to get it off, and Eddie got a happy birthday, got it on, and not a bad hit after that.
I thought Dominic pulled it right out of his hand. There was no way I thought he was getting that on. Oh, my gosh.
And we said it was tight in C-hose and he didn't have much time. It was even tighter, folks. And somehow Eddie got it on,
Look at his
brought it back
face.
down with a decent hit.
Look at his face right now. He knows he doesn't know how he got it on.
And you ready for this? 825 is the 3rd best shot in the history of the Farmingville Bandits and B-Hose. They have a 829 from 1997 and a couple of 8.3s from the 1980s.
If you think about it, he hit you in 780.
Yeah.
So keep in mind now,
When we
At 780 if he hits us.
They have put it in the 7s back in 2017.
Willie's book is soaked at 780.
Yeah.
Here comes the hobos. Off in his lap there at the hydrant.
nope, not going to happen.
Now that's where you like that rerun.
So, back to that Farmingville shot, Eddie Stewart Jr., he's no spring chicken either on that nozzle. He's been doing this for a while.
9.99.
Keeping it in the nines.
And his
This is
breaker,
special.
Dominic, is...
$9.99 today only.
We come here when
This is number 10, the West Hempstead Westerner.
when B-Hose ends that day here at the drill. Check. I think we ended up running a 760. I think we came in third or something like that. But we hit, the first shot of water comes up on the arch like that. And I always say, I forget if it was Rory or Ray. I said, yeah, but we hit the fluke in 720. And then he hits the target, we run a 760.
So, yeah, that's the first time I remember getting hit with a spray was just 2 runs ago. But my dad tells me a story back in the day. He's running motor pump nozzle, and same thing, it gets away from him. It gets away from him, and he soaks the guys on the arch. They get thrown out for intentional wetting in motor pump.
Wow.
So I guess the wind was blowing, and maybe his uncle was on the arch at the time and was trying to do a payback. I don't know, Uncle Red Flag, but...
Hey, Lenny, you mentioned Eddie Stewart running nozzle. I'm looking for his day where he started. They haven't updated the roster file, so Farmingville Bandits, please update your roster so that we can get those pieces of information out there to you.
He's on our side of 40, I can tell you that.
There you go. Cool. All right, West Hempstead on the line, 3 points on the day. Here they go.
Water in the hose. Up atop, they're going to have to boogie right here. They got it, nozzle on. Oh, same thing, tickling that flap. Somebody put a pressure gauge on that flap. What's going on with that today?
So 289 stick.
Time for West Hempstead.
Look better.
8.81. 881.
Third place shot so far. 881 for the Westerners.
Clean shot there. You're in the
Lights
sevens.
number 11, the North Belmore Rinky Dinks.
I don't know if you guys noticed that. That's Ralphie Frail Jr. breaking for the West Hempstead Westerners. Cody Mara, their nozzle man, but 881 to their credit, their fastest time thus far this season. But Ralphie now, I guess that's Westbury.
All right, Twan, just at some point, stand still. When your voice is working, don't move.
I know.
I think when he said Westbury, Billy hit the dump button.
Yeah.
Ralph had some heavy shots for Westbury back day. Great nozzle man and efficiency. Ran a couple of heavy sevens with us as well at this very track. And a good racer, man. Good to see him back out here getting it done.
Yeah,
so Twan, school me. Cody Mara, is that part of the Mara clan?
Yeah.
When your mic's working, you can...
Unfortunately for West Hempstead, no.
Okay.
However, I think he's trying to make his own name for himself. He's been racing a couple years with
Good
them.
for Cody.
Doing a good job. Yeah.
All right, Cody.
He came on the scene a couple of years ago, put up a couple of real heavy shots his first couple times out.
Well, speaking of heavy shots, North Belmore hits one here. They got 5 points. That can get them to double digits with 3 to go. So nobody, we keep saying it. That would have been a 7. That would have been a 7.
Yeah.
That would have been a 7. Where's the 7?
750 on a couple years ago when he first saw him.
Yeah.
Well, I think, we saw it with Farmingville. The water is right up the butt of these nozzlemen, and they're not really quite set up for the hits. That's where we're losing it, Paul, on the hits on the target.
All right, here's that heavy hydrant man, nozzle man right here. Matt Plowman.
Long break in the hydrant. Now water in the hose.
It's all about Plowman up top.
Yep, they're approaching at the nozzle on. There's a target hit.
Seemed like he was waiting for
I could have used that in 2009.
I thought they were real conservative at the hydrant.
Yeah.
Billy, you talk about a heavy nozzleman.
Time for North Belmore.
840 is the number.
8.17. 817.
Clean shot.
That's all. Oh, you know, nice clean shot.
Again, he had the better hit of the guys that have been getting good water. And Billy, you made a joke about a heavy nozzleman or something like that. He locks his arms. You can see his upper body lock up. He didn't let that water throw him around. Now, he was set a little before the water got there, and that's what these guys are talking about. But he's ready for it. He's locked in.
In no way was I calling him a heavy nozzle man.
You said it.
No, I mean heavy numbers. He does have the 747 here at the state tournament when we had the B-hose finish that year.
We keep saying he. Patrick Cloudman doing a nice job there.
Yes.
That's not how I took it.
Neither did I. But
He's not.
So you know.
He was a fat lead a couple years ago. I think he's dropped down from that category.
Oh, Lord.
So again, for these nozzlemen, you got to put that nozzle on. You're going to get maybe a quarter turn, especially here in Hempstead, and you just have to lock your upper body and point it, and you have to control it. Don't let it control.
Just don't call him heavy.
Speaking of athletes, there was a Danny Cornell sighting running with 795 at Denton Avenue the other night for the Turtles. Boy.
You mean his kid?
He's back.
No, the father.
What were they showing a tape? Were they showing a tape?
My really big brother. And that wasn't on the scale. That was on the clock.
Hey, big shot for Hageman with North Lindenhurst missing, gentlemen.
Yep.
They have 12
Down
points
5.
on the day, and Hobos 999 have 11 points on the day. There's a chance to close the gap here for sure.
First place shot ties him.
There they are. At the hydrant. Colors off. Water in the hose.
Water's in.
Man,
Johnny on the flap.
Is
Got
that,
work to do.
boy. He's was holding it on. He was holding it on as best he could. And if the flap's still moving, if he hits the flap, it's going to count.
You're right, boy.
Just didn't happen.
The amount of spray coming out of that, you could tell he didn't have a quarter, he didn't have an eighth, he might have had a 16th
Time for
of a thread.
Hagerman, 15.82, 15.82.
Lenny,
262 open on the
yeah, I
hydrant.
thought that was real nice up the top right there. But if you look,
Lights number 13, the Copaig Yellowbirds.
if you look at the drop down here, they were coming in. I thought they would drop back, and then Johnny looked like he was going down. He had a little hesitation, and at the end of the day, that little split second might have come back to haunt him.
And he welded it on there. He had a shot. There was a stream went past the target and just didn't get it.
Yeah.
But again, as a nozzle man, you come up, well, everybody's a little different. I come over the top, you hope to get a full quarter turn with good threads. I don't think he had a 16th or an 8th at the most, and
He was holding
just
it.
didn't hold.
He was holding it as best he could.
But he did get the burst, Paul, like you said.
Yep.
Had he been set up perfect, which is, folks, we're asking a lot here, with the first drop of water, he might have had a shot there.
All right, 8:17.
What was the final time on that?
15:82.
Yeah, tough miss for the Gamblers trying to close the gap, especially in one of their more consistent contests over the past 2 years. The team running there, 784 team record at Hagerman last year, and it's been a bunch of 7.8, 7.9s, and 8 flats for this new team. So tough miss there. They needed that shot, but
Water out for the
move on.
Gamblers right there, 722.
heavy.
All right, 8:17 first place, 8:25 second. That was that Farmerville Bandit shot. 8:40 third place for South Hempstead. So looking to get some points here for the Rascals.
Lenny, what would you say is a good target hit? Half second? So you do 7.2.
Boy, oh boy, half second, you're lighting it up, Twan. I always said 6/10, and I know we're splitting hairs here, but
Guys,
6/10.
Hey, fellas, I don't know if you can see from here, but on the monitor upstairs, we've got a leak coming out of the hydrant right now that's going to slow us down. The folks at home can actually see it perfectly from our shot.
Yeah, we see a pow out down there, Chris. I'm looking at the monitor now. I can't. What is it? Oh yeah, I do see a little
I'll tell you
sprinkle
what,
like a water fountain.
That's concerning because this is not something we've ever had to deal with here. A leak at the hydrant like that. I'm sorry, is it at the gate, Chris? At the
Yeah,
gate?
we saw they just shut the pump down, so it looks like they're just trying again, but
It's down. It's down low on the hydrant itself. It looks like
That's what I was
tightening up
thinking.
some nuts.
I don't know about that.
No, I think it's coming out of the gate.
Yeah, and just, we're totally speculating here, but I think, the leak kind of looked like when you put a national standard thread on top of a corp thread.
Okay.
Like it kind of maybe kicked out a little bit. So maybe they used the wrong adapters when they hooked up the hydrant today or something along those lines. But right now it looks like the guys are taking that all apart. They're going to try to reset that gate. Hey, guess the best thing, no protest today, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
It's the gentleman's agreement, It's almost quaint, right? When we think back to, when this drill started, this was a big deal to show up at a tournament and say, hey, we're not protesting anything. And it's not so much of an issue anymore, right?
It was much more of an adjustment back in the early 2000s. Like, what? No protesting? We got to tone it down. We
gotta be nice.
Agreement. Yeah, right. But that's what this drill's all about. It's a fundraiser for the Joe Hunter. There's a charity that's set up at Hofstra University. I believe it's a scholarship, firefighter scholarship, and some of the proceeds from today go to that to fund that. And so that's why we're out here. We want to be competitive and everything, but we also want the tournament to move along so that the fans have the right experience and make some money for that scholarship.
Twan, expand on that a little
Yeah.
bit. How successful it's been, and the people that put in the work, Matt and you and a lot of other people.
Yeah, look, back in 2002, Matt had the idea to start running a drill to honor Joe and to honor all the firefighters of September 11th. And, it's kind of hard to believe, guys, that it's been 20 years.
I was thinking that on the way out here. I agree.
Like, everyone here remembers exactly where they were that fateful day, right? I remember exactly where I
Me
was,
too.
driving to student teaching. I didn't even have my job yet.
I was in my classroom, and it was on the computer in the back of the room.
It was a surreal moment in school because I was student teaching that day, and all of a sudden, teachers start coming out in the hallway crying, what's going on? Yeah, anyway, it's
Yeah, people, you know what, there's a lot of shenanigans going on with whatever today, but people don't remember how serious that was.
Yeah.
To equate anything today to that is a joke.
Yeah.
And I
And
thought
the
about
country
that.
came together.
That's right.
Too.
We
I thought about it coming
out.
out here, and we've all seen the documentaries of those, and when you see Joe Hunter in that documentary, and he looks up at the tower, right?
Yeah, it's
and that's the last time, I get the chills when I talk
know.
about it.
Yeah, me too.
And you can only imagine what's going through his head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
You
Those
want
guys
to
are-
reach out and say, don't go, buddy.
Exactly.
You want to grab them.
Those
Right.
guys are heroes. That was insanity what just happened that day. And people equate crap today that happened wherever.
Complete
makes me sick.
Complete selflessness.
Absolutely.
To go in there and to just do his job. And all of those men and women that day went there to do their job. And
Unbelievable.
And here we are 20 years later, keeping the memory up. And, so the tournament started, 2002, 2003. Matt Spinelli, and all those rascal guys, Tommy Marr, Benny Casello, Luke Newbold, Mikey Spatz, Joey Spatz, that whole crew over there. They wanted to honor, not only Joe, but, all the fallen from September 11th. Mrs. Hunter, and at the time, Mr. Hunter, they had to be on board with doing the drill, and they were, we have to get their schedules together to get them here each and every year. Joe has a brother, Sean, who comes down a lot. I know he has a sister. I forget her name right now, but it's a family outing for the Hunters.
And then the support, Twan, that you get from the racing community overall. I mean,
and doing it this way with the top 10 from the state and all that, and how you came up with that whole thing to turn into the All-Star game. It's what a good blend and what a way to honor Joe.
And here we are in the 18th annual Joe Hunter Drill.
It's amazing.
I know it's a 20-year anniversary this year, but we didn't have a drill last year. It's the 18th one, and it's one of the highlights of the season, and it's always a great night. I'm glad we were able to get it in. I'm glad the weather's holding up tonight. It was tough to move it from Thursday from last week, from Thursday to this week, and then back to Wednesday. And like you guys said before, that's why some of the
nice one.
That's why some
still got you, Jeff.
That's why some of the teams like West Sayville, Islip, Lindenhurst, Bayshore, we were hoping those teams could be out, but when you move around the date so often, it's not easy to get guys on certain nights. Guys have to work. And so, we missed them, but we'll see them this weekend, right? West Sable's hosting the county, so that's going to be good. I know they probably have a lot of work to do down there.
What do you got? North Merrick hosting the Nassau County Drill, right?
Yeah, 10 o'clock start in West Sayville if you're in Suffolk County. 12 o'clock noon at the Merrick track down at Five Towns.
Now, Twan, for people listening in, can they donate to the Joe Hunter, I don't know if it's called the foundation or the scholarship? Is there a way they can get in touch with that?
That's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. You would have to, talk to Matt Spinelli about that. Maybe I'll send him a text message.
We'll see if we can get that information
out.
out.
Account or something, I can put that out there.
See if we can get that out.
Just really, just by being here, by buying a shirt, buying food, that's really, the main way. But I know what you're saying for the people who couldn't make it out today.
And then again, this is a drill where the teams are encouraged, hey, please don't bring your own food and drinks. Buy it from the host. All the money is going to the charity. So, and most, the teams do the right thing and put on a show, and it's all for the right reasons.
It looks like they got the hydrant problem straightened out. They just wet the track down and they're clearing it off, and hopefully we're ready for Copaig here pretty soon.
And hey guys, if we have a minute.
Shout out.
What do you got?
You got a minute.
Since we're waiting here, I just want to take a chance to give a few shout-outs to our newest super fans and supporters, if that's okay. All right?
Here we go. Twan's favorite part of the show.
Here we go. Here we go.
How do I become a super fan?
I'm going to tell you, actually, but there's one super fan that I have to give a shout-out to. I hope she's watching right now, because if she is, she's watching with my two little girls. That's Aunt Joni, my Aunt Joni McCarroll. She stepped up and is watching the two little ones so that we can finish the broadcast over here. Thank you,
Aunt Joni.
Yes, and she's one of our super fans that has come in the last couple days. But let me give a shout out to everybody else who has checked in. Chris,
she doesn't get the horn.
You mean this one?
Aunt Joni.
What's that all about?
Aunt Joni, yeah.
I've been around.
It's been a while, Twan. It's been a while.
We have a horn?
Twan hasn't heard.
We have a horn.
You could listen once in a while, too. It's been going on for a while. I get that you don't want to join us, but you could listen in.
Had you played it before Sea Ladder was over?
Maybe not.
So, Chris Smith, Scott Latiza, Ryan Murphy, Mike Adams, Mike, Robbie Allen checking in as a super fan. Thanks, Robbie. Kevin Kinley, Chad, Jason Wheelock, who the Wheelocks are actually here tonight. They always make this trip. It's always great to see those guys. Mike Boland, Phil Falco, Sean Corcoran, Stephen McCarroll, who's sitting right next to me right now. Thanks, Steve. We're getting ready to go here. I'll pick back up instead of a commercial in between contests here. But if you guys want to keep going, or you want to?
Yeah, Chris, hold it up. Thank you to all those super fans. But it looks like we got the last team on the line for B-Hose, and then you can in between contests keep going with that. So.
All right, sounds good.
Copaig on the line. Give us a rundown of the times, guys.
All right, so right now sitting in first place is North Belmore with an 8:17. They have 5 points on the day, looking to close the gap. You got an 8:25 by the Bandits, also with 5 points on the day thus far. 8:40 by South Hempstead is third. And then we have a drop-off to an 8:81 West Hempstead, and then looks like that 9 is holding on. 9:99 by the Hobos.
So Copaig's gotten the white flag.
So what's good here is that everyone's gaining on North Lindy in terms of us having a tight-knit drill moving forward.
999 is going to be the lucky dog right now, and here it is. Eric Devine back from Freedom Fest. Can he hook it up?
Tell you what, this is a tough spot if you're Kopech sitting down there
wait all that
watching.
time.
Here we go.
9:36 in Merrick 2 weeks ago.
In the break, at the hydrant. He misses the stick.
The stick.
And they run that. And he loses the power. Now with the B truck, now it's on. Still have a shot.
Does it beat the 999?
No.
I think it does. Paul, it looked like the hydrant man was falling into the hydrant. Almost worked to his advantage until he had to get the handle.
Big 9.66. 966.
It's the board.
Steals another point for Kopech.
He was able to hook it up.
That actually hurts the hope in terms of closing ground on a knocker.
Move the equipment.
That's a big point swing
Set
there.
up for efficiency.
So we've gotten in the events that we needed to get in the dryness, and I really don't see any threat or rain. The sun's starting to get behind the clouds, which is nice for us announcers because it was a scorcher earlier.
So you're saying we're great hosts, and we made a perfect call by moving the tournament to Wednesday. Thank you.
Yes, Twan. Matt did a great job.
Thank you.
See if it rains tomorrow.
It's going to pour right at 6 o'clock.
Now you want the credit. Before it was all Matt's call.
Shut up, Billy.
Boy, how many times has he heard that?
Results of Motor Hose Class B. First place, 5 points with the time of 8.17 is number 11, North Belmore. Second place, 4 points, number 8, Farmingville. Third place, 3 points, number 1, South Hempstead. Fourth place, 2 points, number 10, West Hempstead. Fifth place, 1 point, number 13, Kopech.
Yeah, you hit that on the head there, Twan. The two teams right behind North Lindy left it on the table early, and they didn't take advantage one bit.
Exactly.
Nobody got any closer to North Lindy, but everybody got closer to them.
I mean, the Hobos are sitting for 1 point, but they just got bumped out with that Kopech shot. And we'll see if that turns out to be a bigger deal than it actually looks like it might be right now.
Yeah, Hagerman, if that stays on for Johnny on the flaps there, they're picking up 4 or 5. They'll be breathing right down their throats, but no.
Yeah.
Still a 5-point lead going into the efficiency contest.
So here's what we have. We have North Lindenhurst with 17. Hagerman Gamblers 12, Central Isopolbos 11, Farmingville Bandits, North 10, North Belmont Ricketings 10, Farmingville Bandits 9, and then we have a drop-off after that going some 6s and some 5s that are out there. So Chris, you want to continue with those shout-outs? You said we're keeping it up here.
Yes, I will jump in, guys. We're gonna stay live, no commercials for this round. One of our supporters here, Chad Manuel, checking into the trailer. Hey, buddy. We have Barry Tridon. Twan B. Tridon is a nut, checking in as a supporter. Sandy Meyenberg, Sandy, thank you. SAT Family Gaming as a super fan. Anthony Remy checking in as a super fan. And folks, I'm going to put in the chat right now exactly how you can join us. It's just $1.99 a month, and that money goes directly towards improving our broadcast, specifically the microphone system.
I was about to say.
That, please donate, please.
Because
mortgage the house.
So please throw us a couple of bucks. There's the on all of your platforms, you'll see in the comments the link to click to throw in a couple of bucks. And if you join up right now, we'll give you a shout out as the broadcast goes on. But let me I just want to say thanks.
Wait a second. They might have liked it when it was quieter without us talking.
That is true.
They might not sell anything.
That's true at this point. Yeah.
Wait, I'm getting text messages to give shout outs. Do I have to collect $1.99?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, so Emily Simone, Matt Simone, Joey Simone, Anthony Simone Jr. I need money in order for me to shout you guys
Cha-ching.
out. So I shouted you out. They're not even looking at me anymore, but there they are. Thanks for coming down, guys. Matt, you should have raced. Anthony, you should have raced. Next.
So, hey, super fans, just want to say thanks one more time to those super fans. Doug Howe, Dave Banks, Jim Skalkowski, Bruce Ragusa, Danny Salerno, Jeff Champion. Jeff stepped up as well. Scott Latiza for a couple bucks. And Joni. Robbie Allen.
Doubling up now.
Steve McCarroll.
You're doubling up now. Hey, listen. Can we give Danny Salerno his money back if he puts his team on the track?
Yes, 100%.
That's a deal.
I'm in on that deal as well. So folks, just go check that link real quick. And shout outs are free. We'll if you want us to give somebody a shout out, we definitely can do that. We just had Bill Henry jump in too. Hey, Bill, thanks man for throwing us a couple bucks. So please, like I said, that money goes directly towards improving the broadcast. And next week we will be live at West Sayville for the Suffolk County Drill, and we hope you guys enjoy that as well. So that is my spiel. Do you guys want us to do a commercial? We have a minute or two.
I wanted to give a quick shout out, Chris. To,
Sure, please.
we talk about the broadcast and all the great work that you do, and we had a little reminder before. Fred Benzavenga was up here. He had a lot to do at the beginning of this. Neil Brogan. Shout out to those two guys for helping get this going, and of course you and your helpers have taken it much further. So shout out to all the guys that put this broadcast in, or put it on.
So I have Fred. He's actually in the trailer, been bothering me all day.
Get a dollar. Tell him
Get $1.99 out of them.
Yeah, right. Maybe the other way around.
Blood from a stone.
Yeah.
You should do it like this.
He doesn't even know I'm talking about him right now. He's just over there checking out. We have Alejandro from the front.
He's not going to know.
He's asking how we made a few changes since he was in the trailer and
Dreaming of ballroom dancing.
or model trains.
Bottle train.
So, all right, throw a few commercials on, but you can't do many, Chris.
No, I think we're going to start here. Lenny.
Listen,
That's right. We'll hang in. That's fine.
listen, I have it to dearth if you want to go.
Yeah, let's do that. Perfect time.
This
Perfect
day in
time.
racing history.
Here we
my
go.
friend.
This is now. Hang on. Let me. Can I just prep and introduce this for everybody? This date in racing history is a Antoine Simone special. But Anthony, what's the simplification of it? What is it?
To dearth.
Okay.
To dearth. Did you,
That
did you
seems.
just go proper name on me? You call me Anthony?
Well, Antoine. I like to frame it. Antoine.
No, it's no Antoine. It's just Twan.
I like putting it together. I think it's fun.
How about the Twan?
Yeah, well, maybe.
Wow. Look at his, I see his head growing by the second. Look at this.
Maybe Antoine can watch the kids next week.
Next event is efficiency.
Hey, they're with Antoine.
Now you burned up all Antoine's time.
I'm sorry. Get it in there before they go. Come on, let's do it.
I'll have to do the abridged version right now, but it's okay. 20 years ago today,
Also held by Central Ice.
now that efficiency's starting, 20 years ago today, the efficiency record was broken at the Hempstead Invite, July 7th. I'm talking over Chris there. July 7th, 2001, and we'll talk a little bit about this as the contest goes on, but the new Hyde Park Termites put the efficiency record from 864 to 851. That's 20 years ago today. That 864 was one of the longest standing state records in history. It made it to over 10 years, and maybe we could talk a little bit about
And they
records that have gone
shattered
for
it
that
by
long.
1300s. That's
Yes,
a lot.
they did. Yeah. So more on that to come. Coming up here for the Rascals, 6 points on the day thus far, an event that they can
they're
run.
off at the hydrant.
Kelly Mayer turning off his
Puts water in his lap.
306 when he hooked it up. 306 got a little water in the hose and it just didn't hold.
Too bad.
Yep.
A bit of contest at South Hempstead. They showed a lot of people how to run that contest back in the mid-90s and early
Time for
2000s.
South Hempstead. 16.67. 16.67.
With the running draggers and all that, and the call-off,
To the
they
lights,
really
number two.
ran it better ahead of everyone else.
North Lindenhurst Piston Knocker.
That's in North Lindy trying to get back on top right here.
Yeah, so North Lindy, 17 points on the day, looking to keep that 5-point lead that they have over Hagerman.
4.5440. And this is what we were talking about, the consistency. Usually they don't let one bad race carry over to the next because they're right back on the horse.
Yeah, they can ill afford another zero, that's for sure.
And North Lindy, another good contest from 9:38 last week, good for 4 points at the Selden Invite. And this is another one of the good contests. They're good at all the contests, but
I feel like throughout their history, this has always been like their weaker contest.
Always.
You know what I mean? It's always efficiencies like Achilles' heel. Not that they're terrible at it.
They finally scored a couple years ago in the state drill efficiency.
when they needed
It was
it.
the one contest in their history they had never scored it in a state drill.
They joined a group of teams.